This seems to be going really well here at this spot at the Tunguska. Nice with spinning, and this time with a small spoon from the Vico series. So right back out with it. This time I'm going relatively light, only around 7 kilograms setup, but it already brought me a trophy. And what's even more important than that trophy, it also brings me Lenok and Pink Salmon, and those are the ones I want. Lenok, Pink Salmon, of course, gladly also a brown trout trophy in the evening hours. I'll gladly take that too. So overall, this is already looking really good, and that's going to be really good in terms of silver as well. So right here again, just reel it in nice and easy. I always did a bit of stop and go, so a bit of reeling, and then sometimes short pauses. But most of the time, the first hits came, bam, pretty quick. I'm not moving very fast right now either. So in terms of tempo, since I'm pulling against the current now, we already have a lot of action directly on the spoon. So the spoon moves a lot, and yeah, that makes the whole thing quite relaxed. You can pull it through slowly. Well, look at that. Pink Salmon, 1.3 kilograms, really, really nice. Good experience points too, and also really good silver. So it can gladly continue like this. So right back in here again, and then I'll cast roughly over there, either in the direction of that tip or into this area here. You can see quite well now, this white part where the foam is a bit on the water surface where the rapids are below. So in that area, that's where I usually cast, and so far that worked quite well with the setup. As I just said, relatively small and fine. We'll also go into the details in a bit. And yeah, otherwise just keep reeling through and see what bites. Something like this is of course a bit strange, but that's because the lure here is quite small. So right now I actually have, I'd say the smallest spoon from the Vico series, size 8. That works pretty well. Of course, you can all try one size bigger with the 14 grams version. That usually also works well at the Yama. So generally, I'm a huge fan of the entire series. You can always buy a few of them, put some nice high quality hooks on, and then especially for fishing here at the Tunguska and the Yama, it's totally worth it. Even at the Balaya, the small series works quite well now and then, as we just saw. The brown trout bites here too, although at the Balaya it's a bit different again. And the next, nice pink salmon, again over 1 kilogram. Yeah, more of that. Really, really nice. And again here, 45% loaded, casually cast out, and then just reel it in loosely again. Speed around 21, 20, something in that range, and that on a 6,000 reel right now. So, pull through quite slowly, and then just, always reeling a bit along with the current. I usually pay attention that the action bar at the bottom flickers a bit, because then I know the spoon or the spinner is spinning nicely, rotating well. That's always nice. So just reel it in again, adjust the speed a little now and then. Now it flickers again a bit, zap, zap, and then we keep going. Yeah, that's how it looks. I think there's not that much more to say here. The spot should be known. Let's take a look at the setup now. And then we'll check the net picture and see how much silver that actually brought. Well, look, and the lure works too. Yeah, I definitely wanted to know that, whether the second important lure also delivers here. And we already got the first bite on the walker too. Yes, Lenok bites on that as well. That's important. That's what I wanted to know. Then at least you have a second lure option in case the first one isn't performing so well at the moment. You can always switch a bit, and depending on temperature or weather, you of course have to adjust the lures, whether they run more near the surface or rather deeper, closer to the bottom. So you always need to bring a bit of variation. And now, since it's sunny but still quite cold, I naturally also have to test a surface lure, Zap. And the next one, yes, works really well again. Oh yeah, is it pulling into the break? No, not quite yet, but that looks good. Yeah, that's something you can really do well here. And I'd say now we'll take a look at the lures in a moment. And as the third version, simply one bigger variant of the spoon from before. That's the next Pink Salmon. Yes, very nice, with 1.4 kilograms. So tip top, works great here. I'm really satisfied already. So this is what my setup looks like right now. You can easily stand here with the Balaya setup, the simple standard Balaya setup I've already shown in the tutorial series, for under 1,000 silver. A very simple setup with a medium light rod, perfect for this spot. In this case, I'm using just about 7.8 kilograms fluorocarbon. So if you're standing here with a small setup, just take a braided main line, add a leader around 7 to 8 kilograms, fluorocarbon of course, and then use your setup accordingly. That gives you enough strength. No matter what it says here, no matter what it says up there, the important thing is to go light. 6, 7, 8 kilograms, even 9 kilograms is fine, but I wouldn't go over 9 kilograms. So definitely stay under 10 kilograms. That's better for the bite frequency, especially for Lenok. Yeah, and just test it again. This Angry Walker also seems to work, number 04, an absolute classic for Lenok and Pink Salmon. So again, works really well. Using only hook size 1 here, not too big, and that fits nicely. In terms of size, it fits well, and as I said, also perfect in terms of hooks. So very, very good. And first, I had the Vico series on, the number 3 Vico, from the Vico 8 gram series. As I mentioned, that series works really well again and again at the Yama and even at the Balaya. Here though, the 14 gram series is also worth it. Those Vico spoons with 14 grams also work great at the Yama. So yeah, that's really worth it. I haven't tested those here yet. Earlier I was using the smaller 8 grams ones. Normally though, you can also try small topwaters here. That works quite well too. So you can stand here ultralight, you can use many different lures here. Apparently color-wise, copper tones work quite well. Well look, even this one here with 14 grams also delivers. Really, really nice. So Vico Spoon series, buy the whole thing, top-notch series. Always worth it. Look here, 1.5 kilograms Lenok. So now about an hour at the water, or not even that. Now I'll quickly run to sell and then let's see if that works out in terms of silver. At the cafe, what do we have there? We have burbot, I just caught that, already sold it. Yeah, 2 brown trout, maybe 1 more will bite soon. Asafi is in there. Okay, burbot I actually just caught 2. Just cast out loosely at 10 meters distances, so when the cafe order is active again, just cast out at 10 meters with nightcrawler or fish pieces also worked. And otherwise, you can surely make good cash here with these fish, even without the brown trout trophy. You don't catch that rare trophy that easily, of course, but even without it, we got within this short time, within 1 hour, including the night phase, so you can subtract about 20 minutes, still around 400 silver with the trophy. Well, very, very tasty. 570 silver sold. Really nice. So, get to the spot. Test, test, test. As always, test different lures. Feel free to write in the comments which lure worked best for you, for Lenok or for the Pink Salmon. And then we'll see each other in the next video. Leave a like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, tight lines.